That's good. We're good. We are good. Right, that's better. Right, I am in shot.
Are you? How much
Yes.
in shot am I? Loads.
No, you're more in shot than me even. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I'm trying to ignore. Right. Right. Dog.
No, you're going to fall
Dog.
on the edge.
Dog.
Mimi.
Right, there you go.
Right. Come here.
Come here. Now sit. Now sit.
How about, why do you put her on your lap?
Sit. Sit, because she's heavy.
Oh.
Sit. Sit. You can do it. Sit. I will sit on your lap. Sitting on your lap is possible.
Where's your ball?
Good girl. Sit. She will settle.
That's fine.
It just takes her a while to settle.
So, we'll just start from here. Hi,
Yes.
everyone.
Hello. Oh, wait. We didn't do the 3, 2, 1. Whoop.
Okay.
Wait. No, we don't need to do that. Never mind. We're not doing it.
Are we not doing it?
No.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone?
We're all good. Wait, no. Why did I say that? As in, like, I know how everyone is feeling. I definitely don't.
I know, and I just said, "How is everyone feeling?" And I won't know
No.
unless you comment, which is
you
always a
should
bonus.
do. Always comment.
Absolutely.
Today we have May with us only because I thought the engineer we had to have our washing machine fixed, which it wasn't, and I'm not surprised. But we had to have our washing machine fixed, and the engineer had to come. And the engineer didn't like dogs, which is why May is here, and she's going to continue to be a problem.
Oh, she's got my card in her mouth. See
No,
what card she's
no,
chosen.
no.
What
May.
card has she
Mavis,
chosen?
you are
That's
being a
fine.
pain. Get down. Get down.
She's chosen a card. You
Down.
need to look at that card.
Down. Sit. She's deciding
That
to
one
be.
there. What card?
What,
did she
this
choose?
one?
Yeah, we need to look at.
Oh
that.
wait, she had all of these in her
Well-
mouth as well.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Ah.
There we go.
Ooh, that's cool.
So we need to lighten up.
My dog is deciding to be very autistic today.
So-
She can't help.
So last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up.
Yes, and then first quarter moon in Taurus,
Oh.
first quarter moon in Aquarius,
So release control.
full moon in Leo.
Trust the universe.
Oh, this one's extra good. It's got slime on it.
Oh, nice.
First quarter moon
Go wild.
in Sagittarius.
Believe in your good luck. Believe in miracles.
Full moon in Pisces.
Oh, which we're in, I believe. Or is it Aquarius? No, I think it's Aquarius.
Oh,
Forgive.
and this one's also got slime on it. And new moon in Cancer.
Relax.
And last quarter in Cancer, I think, as well.
Lovely.
I'm sorry, Claire.
That's
I will
okay.
get you some more cards.
And that is, no, to be daft. And that's take a breather. So that's the card reading for day from May.
May. Can you not sit? She's decided that rather than like sitting on an actual comfortable part of the chair, she's going to sit on the deck of cards, which can't be very. Oh, I forgot to put my glasses on. Which can't be very comfortable.
Bless her.
She's autistic. She's being really autistic today. Unfortunately, is May. She will calm.
Well,
It's just a spaniel thing.
She's pretty calm now.
Yeah,
She's just sat here, like, just staring at me now.
yeah. Sat on the cards. Sat on Claire's nice new cards. She's just deciding that she's, that's her spot now on the cards.
The most awkward place.
Yeah,
We've got loads of room on the sofa next to me, but she's choosing not to.
this very specific card she chose to.
And that's actually quite interesting. Truth transcends illusion. I think that come up before, actually.
I think it did.
So the veil is thin. So as we all know, there's a lot of truths coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, just in generally.
Generally,
Oh my
yes.
god, just
Lot-
generally.
A lot of truths, and I feel like we're in that kind of phase currently at the moment, that there's a lot of things that are coming forward, and I think that's probably personally,
Yeah,
publicly.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
very
agree.
interesting.
Definitely, like personally
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Well, I don't know if any truths are coming out.
Well, I think
it's
maybe
more-
truth for our own selves.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, actually kind of like living in our own truth and choosing to be in our own truth and being authentic in your own truth. It's all about being in your own truth. But I think that's massive at the moment. And I think more and more people are wanting to, you know, say how they feel, be honest with themselves, but be honest with people around them, that kind of thing.
Definitely.
So I think that's the main trajectory. I can't say it. Trajectory. Kind of nearly said it right. With how the world looks currently at this time.
I do agree. We're going through some turmoil. We are,
you know, and it's to go through that that chaos. It has to shift, change, and it has to shift into a positive. Into a positive situation. It has to, like, you know, you can't stay in chaos. It's not possible.
No. And like, there's always got to be something. You can't just be bad all the time.
No, of course not.
It's impossible for it to be bad all the time.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes it needs to be the chaos to be able to see the light and to be able to see, you know, what's going to come forth for the better. Because currently we couldn't stay, you know, personally, collectively, we can't stay in that world currently.
No, we definitely can't.
There has to be a shift.
Yeah.
Has to be a shift, which kind of moves forward. So we're going to talk about clairvoyancy, clairaudient,
because I don't
psychic
really
abilities.
know what it is.
Yeah,
I've never encountered it before. Well,
you have. The thing is,
kind of.
Yeah, we've all got it. We've all got different gifts. Whether that's.
I'm going to make sure this is still recording because I'm.
Is it?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
We're good.
We're good. We're still recording.
We're still good.
So so it's all about. You know, we all have different insights and different gifts. I don't know if anyone watched Britain's Got Talent. That there was a guy on there actually, and he was.
Mum watches. My grandmother watches.
So there was a guy on there that had some amazing gifts to share, psychic ability. So
really,
so he had like telepathic ability in the sense that he could read people's minds. And
was it recently?
Yeah, it was just last night.
Really?
Yeah, it was just last night. Yeah, so all very, very interesting. And you know, there are some people that their gifts come forward more. You know, I know many people, we're all born with it, but it's some people that have just accepted it within their self from the moment they've been born. Whereas for me, I wasn't really aware of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, we've all got them. It's whether you choose to tap into it. And for me, it took me to do the healing for it all to come forward for me. So when I first got attuned to Rani healing, that's when it all got channeled down through for me.
Yeah. Oh. So it can be at different points in your life that it's like that it appears. Or are you like? Does it develop? Are you born with it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We've all got it. It is a bit like a muscle. It's the pineal gland, so it's like and third eye. So it is like a muscle that you do need to exercise. And but you know what? Like it naturally, it can just come forward for everyone the minute we're born.
Really?
Yeah. The minute we're born, we've all got it. And actually, children are much more sensitive to things like that. They're more likely to see ghosts or see.
Yeah. Is that by like, I don't know if people have seen it, but there was like this American TV show, and it was like this child could like see things, and then the adult would be like, "Oh no, it's just an imaginary friend. It doesn't exist," and you're like.
Yeah, and it's like as well. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if this was back in the 80s, and it was those fairies. That little girl that had those pictures of those fairies.
No, I don't.
You'd have to look it up.
Very vaguely remember it.
It had become like a phenomenon, and there was so much kind of mixed messages or beliefs within it. But you see, again, the difference is some people can see beyond. It's a bit like what I was just saying about the dragonfly. So it's,
funnily enough,
truth
the
is-
card that May took from the deck.
yes.
And I think dogs are also, I wouldn't like to say they see ghosts, but they have heightened senses.
Well, no, they can see it, and they can feel presence.
They can,
So
they
animals will see.
they have like the best noses on the planet.
Yeah, and because they're energy, so
Well, not on the planet.
they can see beyond the veil. So they can see other things beyond us.
Yeah.
So if we do have people around us, like if we've got loved ones around us that have passed over, dogs can sense and feel their energy. Cats particularly they're more intuitive than dogs.
Yeah, but cats are strange. I like cats.
They can just be a little bit like, you're not always sure how they're gonna respond. So
Yes.
it's almost like that not knowing. Whereas with a dog, they're more likely to give you a bit more of a warning. Whereas a cat, it doesn't feel like that so much.
Are like, they give you clear signals. They have really evident body language. Cats have really evident body language.
100%.
But a lot of people don't choose to, see it, and they kind of just like pet them anyway.
Absolutely.
And then they get bitten or they get scratched, and you're like, well, the cat was telling you, just didn't listen to the cat.
Absolutely. And you know what, like, and I think the thing with psychic ability is it's a choice. It's a choice in what it is and what you choose to do with it. So for me, I use it with my work because obviously I do healing and reading, so I'm very intuitively led.
Yeah.
I do meditations, that kind of thing. Whereas many people use their intuitions in their everyday with jobs. It's your feeling of how you meet someone. If you get like a good vibe or a bad vibe, or, if you've got this feeling that something is going to happen. Like a bit like what you spoke about last week.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Yeah, so that's like a clairvoyancy. So you can see into the future, or you'll have a dream and it will come up, and then that dream will come true. That's clairvoyancy.
Yeah.
Everybody gets clairvoyancy in a different way. So for me, whenever I do readings, I can see it in my third eye and I can completely describe it. But it's really hard for me to explain. I can see it, but I can't see it. But I can describe it. So I can describe exactly what I can see for someone.
Really?
Yeah.
But you can.
I can't.
Is it that you can describe what you're like feeling or what you're seeing?
It's like I'm seeing it, but I'm not seeing it. It's really hard to explain. But I can just literally, it's almost like I can just image it in my mind. Yeah, I can image it in my mind, and then I can give someone a description. So like I can give someone a description of somebody that's passed away.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, I can also that's obviously mediumship skill as well. So there's many different skill sets, and we've all got, I'd say fundamentally we've all got the same skill sets, but it depends on which one is stronger for you. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like clairaudience, clairvoyancy, and mediumship. So probably out of all three, the most stronger probably is the audience for me. Clairsentience. So clairsentience is a feeling, and the empathic feeling, and the feeling in my tummy, and the energy.
See.
I can read energy in a room. I can read energy from people. I can tell somebody's really not well.
Yeah.
Like I can feel the energy. I got in a taxi once and I was so hot, and I got out of the car and I said, that lady that's just driven us is not well at all. Like whether it's cancer or something like that, I could actually sense that she was just not well at all.
Yeah.
And I can also, so it's like, I did a treatment on my husband, and I could see where his muscles were inflamed as well.
Oh, sorry, I am just going to make sure it's still recording.
Is it still recording?
Yeah, that's the last thing.
So yeah, I could actually see. So I was healing him, and I could see where the muscles were, on where the inflammation was in his
Really?
with what was going on. And then I received, so again, and then I suppose this is your clairaudient actually, and then I can receive messages from my guides. So we all have guides. We have a guardian angel that's with us from the minute we're born. Our guardian angel is with us all the time. And then we can
I think
call
mine's
in.
taken like a really extended vacation.
And then, well, you know what though, what can happen is you can have like blockages within your system which prevents you from being able to listen to your guide on where you should be led.
Does the blockage include stress?
Yeah, definitely.
That's probably
And
what it is.
you know, if you're too busy in your head or if you're too busy in life, they
that's
really
definitely it.
they struggle to connect with you. So the calmer you are in yourself, the easier it is for your guardian angel and your guides to step forward and help.
Yeah.
They do help, and also you do need to ask them.
Yeah, but I don't like asking for help.
Yeah, but they want to help.
I know they want to help, but even if they do want to help,
That's what
I'm
they're
always
here
like,
for.
bro, I just need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, but they're there to help you to get those things on the pathway for you so that it all runs a little bit more smoother.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it's always like that. Yeah. And obviously the challenges, they're there to help you through the challenges as well. And we have the guides come in, we can have different guides come in throughout our lifetime. And some will stay with us the whole time, some will go, come back, or we'll have new ones.
Oh,
I know, right?
that's cool.
It's interesting, isn't it?
That is.
So again, it's kind of like, it's good to really kind of
keep your mind
open 100%. And I think like talking to somebody like me and also like I can help people to tap in with their guides and their guardian angels to try to make your existence a bit more smoother.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And know that, yeah, okay, we've got our friends, we've got our family to help us, but we've also got our spirit team around us to be able to guide us as well.
You've got like different, yeah, you've got like
and they
your
come
friends,
through.
family, and then you've got the other ones.
Yeah, you've got like the other realm, and more and more people
you're being supported.
Yes.
All over.
Yeah. And there's help around us spiritually that so many people either choose to believe or not, and it's absolutely fine if you don't believe, because if you've not ever experienced it, I wouldn't expect somebody to believe it.
I was gonna say as a disclaimer in the video, just because like you don't believe it doesn't don't be mean about it.
No, exactly.
Because if you've never experienced anything that's like that you've had to have like a double look at, that you had to be like, because I've experienced some things. I've been like,
you question it. You do question it.
That I've been like, oh, this is really weird. And then like, because we're in a society that is just like, we should ignore that because that's weird. And I mean, we can't explain it.
Yeah.
Like it's unexplainable in certain ways. I had this really weird, it's the only good ghost story I've got, and it was really scary. But our old house is the only house that both our dogs, Boo Boo included, who is blind and deaf and epileptic, and May May, ever got
May
that ever got spooked in. So they would like,
oh, you should have said that.
Oh god damn it! No, go back over there. Good girl, stay. That they ever got like spooked in to the point where they would like bark or be like really. So May is demonstrating that she is a really sensitive dog, and
she's gonna fall off that bed.
Why don't you fall off the bed? Go over there. Oh my god, May, these cards. Go over here. Good girl. Over there.
Lie down.
Sit.
Good girl.
So
she's mention her name again.
No, we're not. She's a very sensitive dog to like a lot of things, to like people, her environment. The only time she ever barked was in that house. She's not barked in this house so far.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And a couple years ago, when we lived with other people, we'll just call them other people, there was an incident where like, for some reason, my biological mother and half-sister, stepsister, whichever way you want to call it, were going upstairs, and then this just like teddy like catapulted itself downstairs Like,
Really?
it's not like it was like, that's the banister, this is the banister from, and that is very similar to the one that was going upstairs.
Yeah.
Big banister. And I'm not talking like this thing was at the top of the stairs and fell off. It didn't do that. It like full on like pelted itself. It came, it wasn't there and it fell down the stairs. It came over the rail. And you might be like, oh, that's because somebody else was in the room. No, there was 5 people in the house. My grandpeople were downstairs, and then we were going upstairs, and this thing catapulted itself down. We went upstairs, and there was no one in the room because we don't live with anyone else. And then you might be like, oh, someone's hiding in your attic. No, because to get to the attic, it'll take you, 10, 20 minutes just to get it down.
Of course.
So we went in the room, and no one in it. Which we knew. There's no one in it at all. This thing had just like catapulted itself down the stairs. And my biological mother always said there was like something in the house. And I knew there was something. I didn't have any like inkling, but there was like something in it. There was something that was alive in it. There was like a bad energy.
Was it a bad? I mean,
it was a bad vibe.
Do you think it was a bad energy? Do you?
Well, I'm not really sure because she said it was like a little girl, and then that throwing of the teddy down the stairs.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, at the end of the day, I mean, children could throw a teddy down the stairs, and if that's a spirit, then it could well be that. And I think the thing is there is that kind of like difference between good and bad energy, and you do generally know within yourself on how it makes you feel, and also what is going on in the house. Do you know what I mean? And I've had clients that have been in situations where things have happened that haven't been quite so good, and you can actually yourself clear the energy in your home, and you can sage, you can Palo Sante. You would always open your windows and ask whatever it is needs to leave, or you can do that. You can also get specialist people in to do it as well, if it's a force to be reckoned with. So it could be like a paranormal kind of situation or something like that. But I think anything that just leaves you feeling uneasy, but it's very easy to become very scared of it and to just instantly think that
it's a bad thing,
something bad. And I mean, it's, and I just think like things happen normally, and things happen spiritually, and it's just always realizing that you are actually, you can create so much fear within yourself, and that can then hold very deep within you and cause a lot of issues. And I think the thing is, like, for me, but my mum was clairvoyant.
Really?
Yeah, so she used to have dreams and feelings about people. She was really afraid of it, and I think that probably then
Did that
shifted onto me. Yeah, and I think it shifted onto me that she was so afraid of it. So when I first started doing this work, this was before my mum had passed away, and she was really worried. She was like,
like dead set against it.
She was kind of, she was like, just I wouldn't get involved, and I wouldn't do it, and and I said, for me it was like, I have to do this because I use my gifts to help people.
Yeah.
And also as well, like,
it's not something to be afraid of.
No, and I think there's so much in it as well. Like, if you're someone that has like mediumship ability, to be able to help people to be able to move on from when they've lost somebody, or like, it can give people that sense of comfort, and I find that that's definitely done it for me. And obviously I get messages from my mum all the time.
Oh.
So I get little quotes, and again, people and another thing as well, people think you hear it, but you don't actually hear it. Some people can hear it, so that's called clairaudient. I've experienced clairaudient once, and
well,
that
like
was,
they actually hear it.
So I actually heard,
it's in the room.
So I had a little girl who had attached to me, who I had an unfortunate, I won't go too deeply into it, but she had tragedy happened to her, which meant she was no longer in the physical realm. And she was with me for a couple of weeks, and I could feel something around me. And also this one evening I was led on the sofa, like fast asleep, almost. When I look back, I was a bit like delirious, and David gone upstairs to bed and kept saying, Claire, come on, come up to bed. And I was like, in a minute. And then next minute I had la, 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 like that. And then I had la, la, la in my ear, literally.
Oh, that's a bit terrifying.
And it was like my first experience of like clairaudient. I was like, oh, okay. So I went to bed, and basically, again, this was all very early on. I wasn't protecting myself properly. I wasn't doing any of that. So she'd come through something.
Oh, so she'd just like attached.
Yeah, so she'd attached to me. Yeah, I wasn't bubbled up.
She wasn't bubbled up.
I didn't know about, like I'd become attuned, but I then knew I had to protect myself, which I did do when I was doing my practices, but I didn't realise I had to then do it all the time because I was getting different, do you know what I mean? And so she kept me up all night.
Really?
Yeah, telling me names of her mum, her dad, her auntie, an address. And I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep for nada. And I ended up in the middle of the night writing it all down, and I looked her up and I found her on Google.
Really?
Yeah. Her name and what had happened and everything. Like I said, I don't really want to go into it, but yeah, it was, and I asked her to leave, and she left. She did leave.
I think
so. I was very lucky in that sense. I just asked her really, and she was like, but I don't want, and I said, but you're going to have to, because at that time in my experience of psychic ability, it was like I felt like I was out of my comfort zone and I didn't know what to do. So I didn't feel experienced at that time to know what to do. So, but when I look back, it was probably, she was coming to me for a reason, because she could communicate with me, but she wanted me to go and knock on her auntie, I think her auntie or Nan's door. And I'm like, I can't just turn up. You can't
just do that in this day and age.
Knock on
just knock on the door and be like, hello, do you know this person?
Yeah,
they've been talking to me. That would have been a really awkward conversation.
I know, right?
I don't think that would have gone down well.
No. So I think for me, it was a massive lesson of knowing that I had to bubble up. I had to protect myself. I could ask somebody to leave. She did leave, bless her. Hopefully she found somebody else that was able to. I think she was like she was a lost soul.
Yeah.
So she needed to find the light. She needed to be able to pass over,
or
maybe to give those last few messages across or whatever. And it might have been that they would have chosen to have gone to see a medium, and she could have connected with that medium in a different way.
Yeah.
Who knows what that is? But that was, for me, one of the biggest experiences that I'd had. And my first experience with clairaudient, and another time I've experienced clairaudient, is my stepson said my name. And I said, yeah, what do you want? And there was nothing. And then he opened the door and said my name. So it was like he'd said my name. I was being pre-warned he was going to call me.
Yeah.
So the clairaudient for me, again, since then, hasn't really come forth. So what I don't hit, it's like thoughts for me.
Yeah.
And that's where people don't realise they've got these abilities, because they think that you actually hear voices. Some people do. But it's actually like thoughts. And then I realised that actually all my life, I've had different thoughts in my life.
Yeah.
And I've had it the whole time.
Sit. No.
She wants to give you a kiss.
She wants to give me a kiss. Sit.
Yeah.
I think we need to be like open about. Come in then. Down. Get down.
Come here.
Thank you. Right, come in then. Go under the table. Under the table. Now up it onto my lap. There we go. Sit down. I think we need to be like open and optimistic about what happens next, because we don't know. No one knows.
No, that's right.
Like we don't. Because there is an energy within us that is like scientifically proven that when we do pass, where does it go?
Yeah, well, it's the soul, isn't it?
Like
our soul leaves our body, so our body is our shell.
Yeah, and then we've got like the soul inside, like a one of the Russian dolls.
Yeah, and that's why we've also got you know, like you're an old soul because you've got like many different guides around you that are guiding you, and you've also been on this earth before.
Yeah, I like the idea of like reincarnation because it has to go somewhere, like
Yeah, of course.
like whether it's in an animal, whether it's in like, you know, another person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very like, because we just don't know, and we can't scientifically prove what happens after. And there are so many religions that all have this idiom of like heaven and like, oh, this happens after, and I'm like, how can you be sure of that? You know, what if there is nothing after? What if we all just kind of float about for a bit? Like that's where the child was from. She was just kind of floating about, and she was probably a bit lonely and was like, I need somebody to hear my thoughts.
Well,
I'm just going to attach to this person.
Absolutely, 100%. And that's the thing is, again, like I said, it's like psychic ability is like thoughts.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't realize that yourself. And sometimes you have thoughts and they're not your thoughts, and it's distinguishing between what are your thoughts and what is it that somebody else is trying to tell you, your guides or whatever that is, or somebody that's passed over that's trying to communicate with you.
Funnily enough, my biological mother, absolutely nothing. Like, I thought I would be like slightly more, I thought she'd be in my life in a different way, if that makes sense.
But she could well be. It's like you said, it could be that your head's too busy for her to be able to.
But then maybe she was just, you know, she did not live a very easy life. I'm not going to condone her behavior towards me, but she didn't live a very easy life.
No.
Maybe she was just ready to go, and maybe she's resting.
Well, you know, that's the thing, and they do say.
Or maybe the dog is. maybe the dog is her.
But they do say, well, yeah, people do come back in as dogs. But I think people do have what's called a resting life as well. So some people that seem to have everything going right for them, they have a resting life, but you don't know what they've had go on in their life, in their past life. And then you've got other people that then go through much more harder times.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, you know, it's supposed to be classed as our learning. Some things I struggle with because depending on what you've gone through as a person, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you know, it's a bit intense, but yeah, but you know, so many people see it as like, you know, as a negative, as a negative thing, and you know, there is no need for that. Look at her. You know, there's no need to necessarily see it like that, but it's good to talk to like-minded people, don't you think? And to you know, talk things through, and you know, you're not weird. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, you're not weird. No one's weird. No. The fact that, you know, normal people are weird. Like, what is wrong with normal people? You know, when I worked in retail, I would like talk to these people and they'd be like, oh, and I'm going to go home and read the newspaper and watch reality TV. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, can't even relate, man. I'm very much not that. I would very much rather go home, study until I start crying, and then read a book. Or several books, or play a game.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what? It's whatever kind of floats your boat, as it were. I would say, wouldn't you? Whatever floats your boat at the end of the day. But,
exactly. But
you know, it's really interesting. But I would say again, if you're wanting to kind of like adapt your skills, then you know, a good way of doing it, which certainly did it for me, was to receive healing and to clear the blockages from your chakras so that you're fully in alignment, so that you're able to receive fully. And, you know, that is a good start, really.
Yeah.
And, you know, making time to meditate, slow your life down so that you can get that guidance. And it can help you to guide your way through life a little bit. I'm not saying, you know, there's always going to be the easy option or the harder option. I say that there's two realities, the easy reality or the hard reality. And sometimes because we're living in a human experience, we quite often choose the fearful one because, again, the environment we're in, the people we're with that also are living in their own fear that then pass on to us without realizing they do.
Yeah, and you don't need that in your
No.
life.
No,
Like, you
you
don't
don't.
need other people's like feelings to start affecting how
Yeah,
you live.
it's important that you, and this again, truth transcends. It's important to do what feels right for you and what your truth is.
Was that
and
one of the cards that May picked at the very
again,
beginning?
yeah.
Damn, May, you're on point.
You are literally on
Maybe
point.
she's clairvoyant.
Well, do you know, I think May is, aren't you? Yeah.
Do you like that one?
Do you like
This
that
one?
card?
No.
May likes that card. Can I have it back?
No, don't eat them. Don't eat them. They're Claire's cards.
You
He's
is
like, but I
naughty.
really like it. Let me eat the cards.
She's only 2.
Yeah, she's still baby.
She is a baby.
Even though she's huge.
She's a baby. So yeah, that's pretty, you know, like, but there are like so many different Claires: clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsent. I can't even think.
Oh, and don't dismiss them.
No.
Like, I very easily dismissed what happened. Oh, and then another weird thing that happened was
Yeah.
before my biological mother died, I kept seeing like a box and a feather, and I turned like, I don't know what that means. I don't even think it means anything. But like, I turned my lights off at night, and there'd just be this random ass feather in the middle of the room, and then there'd be a box next to the feather in the middle.
Really?
In the middle of the room, and then I'd turn my light back on because I'd be like, "What is that?
And it
I
wasn't
didn't
there.
put that there."
Oh.
And you know, in the
Was
moment,
it there?
no, you know, in the moment
'cause it
in
was
horror
just another-
movies,
yeah.
you know, when they flick the light off,
Yeah.
and then there's something there, and the flicker on is gone.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
that.
basically
It was that, and I was like, I kept flicking the light on and off and on and off,
So you
and it
were-
was still there. It
you-
wouldn't go away.
No, you were just seeing through beyond. You were seeing beyond what it was, and also for whatever reason, it is a sign of something, and it's
Yeah, don't know what.
figuring out
The
what that's-
feather, I think,
obviously
could have been
that's
like
heavenly
a sign
sign,
of
so-
like death. Or
Well, not necessarily, but it can be. So feathers can be a reflection on when somebody's passed away, and it's just a reminder.
It was definitely that,
Yeah.
because it was like 2-3 days before it happened.
Okay.
But the box, I've never figured it out because it
So
was like
do
a little.
do you see it anymore?
No, it was like.
So
a
was it
little-
only before?
It was
your mum
literally
passed?
2-3 days before.
So to me, it could be that could be a link to maybe if someone close to you is about to, that might be
It might
a
be
sign.
linked with the feather
Yeah, it might be a sign.
or something else. I've
It
not
might-
seen it since.
It might be a sign. So
Yeah.
you just have to see how you go with
And
that.
before anyone says, "Oh, you probably associated the box and the feather with," like, you know, when your eyes like associate something within in the room. Like, if I saw that cup on the floor, I'd probably be like, "Oh, I'm seeing a cup there. It must be on the floor." I did not keep feathers. Like, this was a big feather.
Oh,
I
wow.
did not keep feathers in my room, and I did not have boxes that were the shape. It was like a small little box, like a trinket box. I had no trinket boxes. I had no feathers in my room. My mind was not associating because I hadn't seen it because I didn't have them. So it was a very like weird like experience because I was
Of
like,
course.
oh, that sounds so strange. And then
Yeah.
as soon as she passed, I didn't see them again. So maybe it was
Yeah.
something to do with that.
Yeah,
with
and
death.
you know, yeah, with your mum passing, it could well have been. And I think,
Really weird.
I mean, like for me, I remember. So again, this is my guide or my guardian angel stepping in for me. But like when my mum became very unwell, she had to go into hospital for an appointment to have a camera down her throat. She really didn't want to do it. Anyway, in the morning I woke up and basically I received a message, this procedure will not happen today. So I thought, I'm not going to say anything to my mum, we'll just go. So me and my husband took her, we went into the cafe. I then saw my mum into the department because it was just literally by Costa. She went in, she was really anxious about having it done. Anyway, I then said, look mum, you're going to be fine, you have to have it done. So she then went off. She filled the forms. I then went into the cafe to wait for her. And then I said to Dave, I better turn my phone off silent. Within seconds of me turning my phone off silent, my phone is always on silent. My phone just rang. So I picked it up and they said, oh, hi, Mrs. Byrne. Unfortunately, your mum's not able to go through this procedure today. Her blood pressure's too high. And And actually, I received another message as I was putting her, she was in a wheelchair, and I took her into the department, and I received another message, this procedure won't happen today.
Yeah.
And then literally they rang me and said, unfortunately, we can't go ahead. And, you know, for her, time was of the essence. We didn't realise that she didn't have that much time left, and it didn't actually, no, that's okay, it didn't actually happen in the end.
That's a bit annoying though.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, well, it's urgent.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think, to be honest, she really didn't want it. So I think actually it would have just put her in undue stress. She already
Some
knew.
people just know.
Yeah, she already knew she was just unwell. And then I've also had an experience. So for me, I had that experience with that young girl. Then I had an experience where we first moved into this house and I was pulled out of bed.
Oh.
Yeah. And I didn't realise it. I think I was so tired because we'd moved. So we'd been like moving and, you know, really, really tired. Went into bed. Next minute I was on the floor by the side like that in like a really awkward position. And Dave said, what are you doing? I was like, I have no idea.
I don't know why I'm down here.
Anyway, I went back to bed, fell asleep, woke up the next morning. I texted Dave and I said, I was actually pulled out of bed last night.
Ooh.
And I realised, so we had an older gentleman here.
Oh.
And he's still here. He's still here, but, you know, he doesn't bother us. Although Dave did feel like he got his toe pulled the other night. And then, yeah. So
Such an odd threat, isn't it? I'm going to pull your toe.
And I mean, you know, like Dave initially, he didn't really ever fully believe in.
Did he not?
No, not at all. And then Clairsentient as well. Clairsentient. Well, did I say clairsentient already? I'll tell you about this.
Yeah, you did.
And then when we first moved in here, we had lots of smells. So as well, so spirit can come through with smells as well. So it depends on how those signs come through for you and how strong they come through for you. So, you know, I would get, I'll be honest, it's not really the nicest of smells. So it was like, and it wasn't me, BO and we.
Oh.
So it's an older gentleman.
Oh.
So it was an older gentleman. So I just saged the house and just asked him to leave or calm it down, and then the smells went. But again, for the first week we moved in, Dave, all he could smell was cheese. Now for him, that was a big message. I said, that's a message from your dad, because he always loved cheese and pickle on crackers at night. And that was like what Dave felt it was his dad like coming through. And we had lots of things when we first moved into this house that were really strange. And, you know, like I still have moments now. My sleep can be quite disturbed sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know, it's if you wake up at 3 o'clock, that's a real sign you've got abilities or spirits trying to
3 all the time.
Yeah, they're trying to connect with you, or, you know, and they can connect through you through numbers, through music, like in so many different ways. And it's just establishing how your gifts work to be able to receive those messages.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's whatever works for you, and don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. No. And, you know, if you feel like you need to talk to another like-minded person, then, you
Find Claire.
Well, yeah, find me.
Find Claire.
Find one of me that you can talk to. It. And it's like, you know, people say, oh, wow, you know, you've got these skills. It's amazing. But like I try to tell people all the time, it's not just me. It's not just me that's got it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, It does come through stronger. And I had no choice but to believe in it, because it was like crazy when I first started. It was like so intense. And obviously now it's much calmer, and because I manage it. And that's the difference, is you don't know that you can actually manage things. You can manage it. And it's knowing those tools on how to manage it. So that's why I think it's important to have like almost like a little psychic buddy that can, you know, advise you and help you. And, you know, obviously we always say, ask any questions below. Yeah. You know, if you want to.
Yeah, please ask questions. Yeah. Ask them below.
Ask them. And obviously I do it as my work. So my business is Healing Realms. So yeah, it's.
And you can find Claire on Instagram,
Facebook, TikTok.
Yes, I'll put the Instagram below, and the Facebook and the TikTok. All of it will go below.
But Ellie doesn't realise how skilled she is in those areas.
No, I don't. I do not.
I think
I am blissfully unaware.
we keep saying actually that we're going to do some healing. We must do some healing.
We must do some healing. We must.
Yes.
But I do have a good healer, and she's right there. When she wants to heal, when she's I'm not going to say it. When she's a very GOODGIRL, then she's really good, but sometimes she's not very good. So I really had to think about how to spell it, because I knew if I said it that she'd immediately climb all over me. So I'd be like, never mind, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Bless her. Yes.
The cards are all over the floor as well.
That's fine. Well, dogs are healers, you know. Dogs, cats, and they can smell. They can tell if there's something not right with someone.
Dogs are awesome. They have the best noses. They can smell cancer.
Yeah.
They can smell different types of cancer.
Absolutely.
They're service dogs.
Yeah.
There are people who don't like dogs. I don't trust them.
And do you know what? It's almost like animals use their senses. And our clairvoyancies are our senses. So as humans, we need to utilize our senses more for us to be able to guide us through our life, and to be able to not only help ourselves but help each other.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's all about support, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not like we keep saying, it's just nothing to be afraid of. Don't get me wrong, there is darkness surrounding it, but there's darkness surrounding everything in life.
Everywhere.
There is. There absolutely is.
And sometimes that's just the natural order of things. There's got to be dark.
There's got to be dark to be light.
Exactly.
And there's got to be light to be dark.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
You know, it's
You can't have one without the other.
You can't have one without the other. It's not humanly possible. So, yeah, it's extraordinary, really.
It is. Definitely.
Yes.
Is that everything?
I think so, don't you?
Indeed, yes.
I mean, there's so much more I could tap into, but it gives you an insight, and it gives you an insight into us, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, and again, Claire everything is in the description below.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.